Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to my channel and to my first ever video. As you can probably see, I like playing War Thunder, and I've been playing War Thunder for like maybe 2 years, I guess. I first started out as a tank player before coming into playing into planes. But before War Thunder, I played a different game. It wasn't as good as War Thunder, but it was alright. It did its job well. And that game is World of Tanks Blitz. World of Tanks Blitz is a mobile version of World of Tanks, and for what it is, it did its job really well. It was fun, but I don't play the game as often anymore. That's why I'm taking all of you to help me go and revisit the game. And along the way, I'll probably rant about some stuff, who knows. But without further ado, let's get into it. So here we are, ladies and gentlemen. This is my hangar, and man, does it feel weird? Does it feel weird to be back after 6 months of not playing the game? I don't really play this game as often anymore. I used to play it a lot more back in my sophomore year of high school, but I still play it every now and then for fun when I get bored of War Thunder. Um, so yeah, in this first match, we're gonna be taking up the Tiger 2. That's one of the things I like about this game. It's the little like soundtrack they put at the beginning of the match. I feel like Gaijin should do something similar to that. I mean, they do have like a ton of like songs and everything, and we know a lot of them are used during the hangar. But like at the beginning of every match, they kind of like motivate you, even though you're gonna be getting spawn capped for like half the match. It's still worth something. What you usually want to do in this map is usually when I go to town, but it looks like my team went middle, so oh well, let's just try to get up close to the battle as we can. We are a heavy tank, so our main priority should be getting into fights with other tanks. Alright, let's see. We got two enemies coming up. Let's see if we get a shot on this one. Somehow that actually hit. Alright. Not seeing very much action, and I can clearly see that my team is starting to lose. Alright, so first up, not sure if we get a shot on this E10. Alright, let's see. And that's one. Well, luckily we bounced. Oh, well, darn it, they're flanking us. Well, that's pretty much it. As you can see on the top, my team basically just disintegrated and left me all alone. But that's pretty much it. I mean, yeah, can I get used to seeing this? This is kind of basically what most matches are in this game. Most matches are really going to be pretty one-sided, but I'll get into that a bit later. For now, let's move on to our next match. So here we are, ladies and gents. This is the BK100P. That's what I'm going to call it. Yeah, it's a prototype German heavy tank. Well, super heavy tank that would later become inspiration for the mouse. That's one of the benefits of playing like water tanks is that you get to play a lot of like unrealistic tanks that didn't exist in real life or We're just prototypes, or we didn't make it past the drawing board. Hey, you know what? Let's get it right straight into it, I guess. So let's go over some of the like positives of playing with the tanks, I guess. This is World Tanks Blitz is like I said, it's a mobile version of it, so it's not like completely to the level of the actual World of Tanks. But for what it is, it's fun, I guess. A positive is that, like I said, lots of fake tanks, but this becomes a problem, which I will get to later on. Another benefit of playing World Tanks is that you get to be in your tank a lot longer. In War Thunder, if you get shot, there's a high chance that you can get one-shotted, so once shot to your ammunition, you're done. And getting ammo racked in War Thunder is a lot easier than getting ammo racked in World Tanks Blitz. I guess that's not possible for me. Now you get to be in your tank a lot longer. Another positive is that matches are pretty quick, so you don't spend a 30-minute match getting spawn capped all the way through. And in this game, they have like a base capture system where like if you get enough points or like you wait or you survive like 100 seconds in the spawn like in the base time, you win the match instantly. It's pretty good, I guess. It does cause some problems like if there's campers and everything, but let's see. What's another benefit of this game is for all you weeps, you have like Golden Panzer tank, I guess. I don't really rush enemies, so this is not a positive for me, but for all the weeps out there, I'm guessing this is like a pretty big deal for all of you. Alright, so let's see what we're facing with. So we got two tanks in front of us, and we only have one teammate left. This is not good. Oh well, there goes our teammate. I guess this match is pretty much over again. Well, let's just go out, I guess. Maybe we can bounce a couple other shots. Who knows? I don't really count on it since Diggy is flank me now. Yeah, there it goes. Oh well. Hey, 3,000 damage, not bad, I guess. Alright, so here we are. EIS. EIS in War Thunder is pretty fearsome, I guess. Like, it's really strong to go up against, but here in World Tanks Blitz, the ICE is more like your run-of-the-mill tier 7 Soviet tank. Like, it shoots one really strong round, and then you gotta wait for like half the match, I guess. Let's see, can we get a shot off? Alright, so now we wait. That's another thing I like about this game is that some of the cannons can sound really good and satisfying. Here's there you see. Yeah, let's see. Okay, that got taken care of. Another benefit of this game is that there's no planes, so getting cast is not a problem in this game, which is pretty good because the amount of times that I've died to a bomb instead of an actual like tank shell are way too many. Alright, we got rid of that guy. Now let's see, who should we go for? I said let's go help our teammate. He looks like he can need some help. Alright, so I'm gonna take the guy with the most health. He could probably cover me from the other side. Alright, so let's poke it. Alright, KB2 then, I guess. Oh, we actually hit that. Yeah, well, you saw right there, that's like the bloom, I think it's what it's called. Basically, all it does is just like make you less accurate, so that circle is like the it shows you where like your round could actually land. And vehicles like Soviet vehicles specifically, for some reason they have like a higher boom compared to like all other nations. So usually, or when you're playing the Soviet vehicle, you really gotta like be patient and stuff, which really doesn't work in games. Alright, so we took care of the KV2 and they took care of that vehicle, so now we're done, I guess. Alright, not a bad match. Now let's move on to a pretty controversial vehicle, the Destiny. And oh boy, is this vehicle controversial as hell. So basically, when the Destiny was first released, it was a free vehicle that anybody, even new players, could get right off the bat as long as they just did like a very quick task. And because of this, it led to a massive amount of problems where many fresh installs will get sent straight up into top tier. I was able to get it pretty easily, and since I kind of knew how the game worked already, it's alright, I guess. There's nothing really special about it. It's just that it kind of looks like an MBT, but it's an alright vehicle, I guess. It's pretty fast in some aspects, but it really struggles most of the time. Alright, let's see, can we get a shot off? It bounced. Alright. Well done. I did off in there, man. He actually hit. So, will my teammate help me? Hopefully he does. I'm gonna get a shot off real quick. Oh, okay, thank God. Yeah, you do not want to mess with the FB4005 in this game. And Warthog is pretty mid, but in this game it's kind of pretty like deadly to go up against. It has like the autoloader, which I'll also get into later, and it can do up to like 12,000 like HP of damage, I think. I'm not sure how much it could deal, but getting shot by it is pretty value, that's for sure. Alright, let's see. I want to poke it, but I feel like he might be looking at me, so I'll wait a bit. Never mind, he's behind a building, and I just hit a building myself. Great. Alright, let me get out that guy. Okay. God damn it, he was one of those two-shot loader things. Oh well, what can we do, I guess? Not a good situation we're in right now. We're kind of like stuck between this building and two enemy tanks, I guess. You know what? Maybe we should push up. Yeah, let's push up, I guess. What could go wrong, I guess? Alright, so let's see. Alright, so they're not looking at me. I'm gonna get a shot on that guy. Alright. Yeah, I apologize for my voice not sounding correct. Sounding well. Instead I'm sick while recording, or I just got up and I just took damage, of course. But yeah, like I'm saying, I am sick at the moment. My voice sounds like shit, but gotta get the video out. It's been in production for way too long now. Okay, there's only 2 people left, and I think we can get some damage out. Alright, let's try to go get her. Didn't land. God damn it. Oh well, I'll just skip it. We'll just skip all the rest of the match for you guys. Nothing really happened, just the last 2 guys got killed. That's it. Alright, so that was the pretty controversial tank of the time, I guess. And let's move on to a different vehicle now. I mean, it's not a bad vehicle, like I said, it just doesn't really do much special. It's not that fast, and it isn't all that well protected frontally. Like, armor doesn't really matter in this game, especially if you use premium ammunition, and well, this basically gets like outmatched by a lot of things. Like if you want to have a better like vehicle, then just probably play something like the Tiger or the E75 if you play this game. Alright, let's get into some of the vehicles that I feel are quite lacking, I guess. What we have in front of us, it's an Annihilator. Now that thing is how should I say, it's one of the worst tanks to go up against, that's for sure. It has an ability to shoot all 3 rounds in one, and there's like nothing you can do about it. Alright, so yeah, we're gonna get into the negatives now. So here we are again in the IS. Alright, so let's see. There's another Annihilator. We actually get a shot off onto him. But I'm afraid that he's gonna come and push up on me. Yeah, this match isn't going very well. Usually you wanna have like a couple of tanks go on the far left on the side of the map, but obviously we didn't. And as you saw right there, that Annihilator hit us for almost 600 health. Yeah, 600 health while we're here stuck doing like a maximum of 300 per shell. A lot of tanks, especially the realistic and historical vehicles, really suck in this game. They're like the worst vehicles you could play as, and sadly they're a majority of the tech tree. There are some vehicles that are both great. Examples are like the Tiger. For some reason that thing is a beast and will destroy any tank that dares get into its way. Also, some of the German tank destroyers are also pretty good. As you see on the screen, we're playing the Yak Panther. It's not a bad tank in game, but it's also not the best. It's a casemate, so you really shouldn't be like brawling it out in front of people. You should be sticking to your side, like tank destroyers did. But the problem is that a lot of the maps are really small, so there isn't a lot of room you can use. And then especially another like massive drawback in this game. A massive drawback in this game is your teammates. You could be doing all the work and carrying your team hard, and you can still lose because your teammates decide, you know what? I'm just gonna aim. I'm just gonna do jack all and screw up everything. I'm surprised we missed that shot. Oh well. Oh well, there we go. Alright, so I want to show you something. This is the IS-3. It's an auto-loading version of the IS-3 that has like around like the same armor, I think. And as you can see, those little 3 shells on the side of the reticle, it means that I have 3 shots ready to fire. Somehow we bounced. Can we hit this guy? Oh yeah, I think we can. Alright, please wait right there. And there we go. Yeah, so basically what an autoloader is, it's just basically a tank that has more than 1 shell ready at the fire. Yeah, all you have to do is wait for the engine clip to load in the next shell. Usually this means that they have a faster like reload. So for example, if a Tiger takes like 8 seconds to get its second shell loaded in, this thing can probably get it in like 5. Which means that you can basically out damage some of your opponents. Unless they have like really fast firing rates and can out damage you. Alright, so there's 1 shot. Let's load on another one quickly. There is another shot, and we broke his track, and we didn't get the shot off, but you saw how fast we were able to reload this. If you do have a auto loading tank, one of the like things you should do is that if you have like a spare shell in it, just get rid of it. It's better to have a full like rack ready instead of just like one shell, because once the rack gets empty, you gotta load in the whole rack, and usually that's like when the long reload takes place. Alright, so I don't know what this guy's trying to do, but I know what I have to do. I gotta face on him. As a heavy tank, your job is to use your armor. And as you saw right there, like, use mine. Luckily, he didn't have any armor, so I was able to go through his. That's another like negative, I guess, of this game, is that you either have armor or you have no armor. And if you have armor, you're usually slow. And if you don't have armor, you're usually pretty fast. So it's either just you want armor, but like miss out on half of the match, or you want half speed, but you get easily one-shotted. Alright, can we get this guy? And there we go, that's the end of the match. Luckily, we ended up winning this one. Hey, we even got a first class, I think that's what it's called. Yeah, Mastery Badge first class. Not bad, I guess. This is the Wolfen Trainer, as you can see. It's a tank destroyer, apparently. And it's a pretty good one at that, I say. In War Thunder, if you play this thing, it's a one-shot loading tank. But in this game, apparently, it's a three-shot auto-loading tank, which is pretty weird, I guess. But I don't mind. I guess you get like more damage. Like, I feel like all loading tanks should be like this, or like you could have high damage, but you're like at the risk of getting like evaporated by a high explosive shell. So, okay, we got a shot up on that guy. No, we appear to be too slow. And that guy isn't poking it, so, oh well. No, there's nothing. Well, like I was saying, a lot of like historical vehicles aren't really great in this game, and I'm pretty sure if they kept like how the Wolfen Trader is in War Thunder, it would have been one of the worst vehicles in this game. Not only does it fire really slow, but it's also pretty slow in actual game. In this game, it's pretty fast. And watch this: 200, 400. Oh, he bounced. Oh, 600. I just did 600 damage on that one tire. In the one shot he got off on me, I managed to bounce. That's how unfair automatic attacks are. And look, since I'm already reloaded, here's a one shot. There's another one shot. Here's another shot. There you go. Just like that, I managed to do a ton of damage and got rid of both those tanks. And I probably would have done more if it weren't for my team killing this guy. But that concludes the end of this match. And it's another one-sided stomp. Now, to further demonstrate that historical vehicles are pretty mid, here's the Panther. Yep, you see it? Yep. Well, apparently this is considered to be the unupgraded version of it. Yeah, that's right. You can either I'm gonna give it the second turret. Go. Let's see it. Yeah, I think this is the one that's used on the F model in War Thunder, and the one the Panther 2 uses. It's pretty good, I guess. It gives you a bit more hit points in the game, so that's a bonus. I mean, this is what I mean. Like, you can either get an 88mm or a longer 75mm. But for historic purposes, I'm gonna keep the one that the Panther has, which is the 75mm cannon. So let's see. Let's go into match. So here we are on this match. Usually, what you want to do in this match is you want to have a group of flankers flanking the enemy, because if you go up onto a hill, you're gonna be stuck in a draw until either one side manages to overpower or just somehow manages to push back the enemy. So here we are, KV2, and let's do our job. Yeah, this is second shot. We third. We can get rid of him before he shoots us. Alright, there we go. Alright, who's next? No, he's too slow. Okay, that didn't hit. Very weird. Alright, so let's see, that's one shot. That's the second shot. Alright, he's gonna work on us. Can we get a third shot real quick? And third shot, there we go. So far, not bad actually. Maybe I should use this cannon instead of the 8mm cannon. Because I usually use the 88mm because the long 75, all it does is just like tickle damage. But the 88 takes like too long to reload, so. But I'm liking it with this gun. You know what? I'm gonna keep it at this gun. Alright, so let's see. Can we get a shot off on those? No. Can we get a shot off on these two? Yes. I'm gonna go off with the guy who has the less amount of health. Let's get him out of the game. Alright, there's another one. Can we get one more? And there you go. Sadly, this cost us a team, and now we're alone in a 2v1 against basically full health and great. My best bet is probably to just run for now. Let's see. Can we get a shot off? If we can get some damage off, would be great. Alright, this one. Can we get another one? Are you gonna push back? No. Darn it. So I'm gonna have to run again. Yeah. Alright, so let's see. Can we get a shot off now? No, but apparently he can, so that's great. I guess. There's this guy. Doesn't seem like a pen anymore. Oh well, so there's nothing we can do about that. Yeah, there's nothing I can do about him. He's just completely red. Except for like the one little bit of like armor I can pen, but even then I need to be like specifically aiming for it. Alright. We managed to not get hit, but we also didn't pen him, so that's just great. No. I think this might be it. Yeah, I think this is it. Yeah. Oh well, I'm just gonna accept it. We need to go for as much damage as I can. Alright, so we managed to hit that, and he managed to bounce somehow. Alright, I missed. Alright, no. Again, I didn't hit anything, what? Oh well, we'll take that. No. I guess that's it, I guess. Oh well. And that concludes our video. I want to thank you all for listening to me rant for like half an hour, I guess. Yeah, like I said earlier in the video, or technically at the beginning of the video, this is my first video, so I'm still kind of learning everything and how everything works. Yeah. I don't really ask for much. Maybe you guys could leave like a like and that's it. Maybe if this video gets like, I don't know, maybe 1,000 likes, maybe in a year I'll come back again to this game. This game is, World of Tanks is pretty hated in the World Tank community, so maybe I won't come back to it. But who knows, I wanted this channel to be more like a me thing, where like I get to like play and talk about that I like, you know? And I like a lot of games. I don't know. Like I said, I'm also sorry for like the really terrible voice. I'm pretty sick, and then I'm also recording this at night where like everybody sleeps. I don't really want to like make too much loud noise. Um, yeah. So I think that's about it. Would I recommend you play World of Tanks Blitz? Heck no. The game is way too monetized, and I didn't get to explain premium ammunition. But basically, if you pay like, I don't know, let's say 1,000 like silver lions, your ammunition gets to pan like 50 more millimeters of armor. It's pretty like pay to win, I guess, if you think about it. But then again, like it's not really because you're spending in-game currency, not like real life money. I wouldn't recommend playing World of Tanks Blitz. Just probably go play like the actual World of Tanks. But even then, just go play War Thunder. It's a lot more fun, and you have a lot more game modes. That being said, though, the biggest like downside to World of Tanks Blitz is that they don't have the L3, and neither do they have the M22. Because man, like you really missed out on those two opportunities. Really, you don't have the L3 nor the M22. F to your game. But anyways, that concludes our video for today, and I'll see you in the next one.